Shit. We're gonna resurrect Satan. So which door are we going through? For left side? Which door am I going for the left side? 1? 1. Alright.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
The key is simply a choice. If it is unlocked, you are in the right path and chose the correct answer. Okay. You can go straight to the key, to the actual key room itself. Okay. So we can just jump straight to the keys then. So do we need to do this? Do we need to do this puzzle? We do need to do this puzzle. And then we jump into the next puzzle. Okay. Let me go use the restroom real quick. All right. All right. So I have to redo this whole...
Hey, man.
Oh, I just thought I...
So... I'm gonna ask now. This is where, like, I want to start getting the actual ending. So this is where I ask for the actual branches. You can skip the puzzle entirely by jumping directly to the key. Okay.
Yeah, there is. You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right? That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work. I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
Oh, I see, of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Okay. So this is the key scene
What was
then, I
that
assume.
about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give you the digital root of 3? I don't even remember what Santa even fucking is. 1 plus 4 plus 2. 1 plus 7 plus 2. Santa and 7? Alright, Sans 3. It'd have to be Santa and 7, right? Only Santa and 7 could do it.
I am that duck.
So that's 6. That's 5. That's 6 as well. So 6, 6, 9. 2. Yeah, it had to be Santa and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and...
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here. What's this?
Oh, what the fuck?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
I like how she lists herself as a possibility. Good on Clover. You're adding yourself to the mix.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
Of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Go ahead.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Ah, get your hands out of there. Ooh, don't touch. Ooh, touch that.
I'm just checking.
No, stop!
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care.
We'll wait for this
I
conversation
managed to
end.
get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh,
I can't
simple
skip yet.
curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Damn.
Okay, so now we have the key. So now we can go to the captain's quarters.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE. All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol, so it would seem.
Bottom deck, library. Oh, 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
Forest of Knowledge would be a library.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck, and the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
When this game
And
come
the
out,
woman
I
who wouldn't
don't
melt,
know.
Who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship
2009?
hid Alice.
Hey, chat. This game's 9 years old. Eh? 999? 9 years later? Eh?
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that CAS thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right?
No, actually, baloney. it's weird. I'm not really calling you out or anything, but having 5,000 people watching me play a visual novel is fucking amazing. Like, just take a second to realize that. I'm playing a book. I'm playing a fucking picture, a moving picture book. And 5,000 people want to watch me play this. That is such a great feeling as a broadcaster. And I love it. Hell yeah. Oh shit, I'm out. Fuck, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature,
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
you're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those 3 to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
Alice.
Reading a book. Why not watch a silly guy with a good chat play it? Rusip also the emotes are viewy nice. Nice. Ice. Get it? Yeah, you're cool, Bahroo.
Thank you, man.
Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery, what could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait.
That's just a
I can't do
theory.
anything right now.
A game theory.
I'll come back to this later.